Okay, so this video is actually supposed to be experimental. I just want to see how it does and like if it's easy to just voice over. So yeah. Okay, so as you know, the Universal Tower Defense game finally came back and it's actually doing insane. So how you get Jinwoo is you just get him from this banner basically. And I don't know what chance it was when I spun him. I have no clue at all, to be honest, but yeah. And the strange thing is, they're like, I don't know how, but they get updates done so quickly, and it's actually quality as well. And it's like, is this even real? I don't even know. Also, where was I going? Okay, now moving on to the Evo. These are all the Evo materials you're going to need, and they're actually really simple to get. And I'll explain everything. Okay, so we start off with the Demon King's Dagger, which is extremely easy to get. You can craft it in the Evo area, and all you need is 3 Burning Fragments, 1 Sky Fragment, and 2 Holy Fragments. Then you obviously need 5 Universal Fragments, which you can get from challenges. And then you'll need to get the Boundless Orb, which you can get from the Universal Tear. It is always there, constantly. It just does rotations between Sukuna and Gojo. It's a 2% chance to get. After that, you'll just need some Burning Fragments, 10 of them. Okay, so here's where things get a bit grindy with the new raid mode, but there is a 2 birds 1 stone method here, and even if your luck is bad, it's an 8% chance to get the sword, so most likely before 40 you are going to get it, and if you don't, you are going to hit pity. And the Ant King egg, you will most definitely have enough tokens for it already, so I would recommend doing Act 5. Anyway, so this is where I realized I'm cooked, because what I didn't realize was I was going to need another item, and that was the shadow items, and that's just amazing, because I only had the right amount of phantom fragments to craft it, and then that was it. Anyway, so now I'm happy, because I finally get it, even though it took a long time, a few hours, but you know, it was all worth it. I can never get sick of this Evo animation. It is so cool. I don't know any other games that have like an Evo animation like this other than this game, and maybe Reborn if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, this model looks absolutely amazing and it's so sick. I also forgot to mention, if you look there, it says, I completely forgot that the unit got more levels, so what you're actually seeing is not the full version of it, so yeah. Okay, so he's exactly 3,000 a place, and honestly I wasn't really expecting the VFX to go this hard, especially because the update only took roughly 1 to 2 weeks to come out, and I was like, oh my god, this was the most surprising I've ever seen. Like, the amount of time, where is the quality? I don't know where it's coming from personally. Okay, now we're going to the passives. Shadow Monarch. This unit has a mana bar that is used for summoning abilities. Every second you gain +3. We're not going to go into the etherealization because we're just not. Okay, the active ability allows this unit to summon an arsenal of shadows. Shadow Bear, my goat tank's been mentioned. Okay, this is system level 40, and if I haven't already explained it to you, basically every time you kill a mob or enemy or whatever you want to call it, you basically get XP, and he will just keep leveling up, and his damage goes up like heaps, and you also unlock new summons, which is so sick in my opinion. Anyway, has no attack, instead has 300% health and costs 50 mana. I like that because, you know, he is the tank. Like, think about it for a second, guys. This is the go. If you're wondering why I'm rapidly scrolling, I think I was just amazed by how many passives he has. Okay, so Shadow Dragon, this system, yo, I always do this for some reason. Anyway, level 60 plus, deals 80% damage for every 7 seconds and 60% health. This summon can only collide with air enemies and will fly over ground enemies. Okay, I was so confused about what that meant, and when I thought collide, right, I was like, oh, okay, so he doesn't attack. No, he lands behind them and shoots fireballs. It's so cool. Okay, Shadow Knight. You need 80 plus for this, which is insane. Yeah, I don't think you would ever get it off in like a 15 waiver, but you know. Alright, deal 150% damage and stun for 2 seconds, every 6 seconds with 80 5% health. I butchered that completely. Costs 120 mana and the cooldown is 50 seconds. Now we have Beru, Ant King, system level 100. Now I think Beru is my favorite out of the shadows, because he's like, his VFX are just so tough. Anyway, you deal 100% damage with him, and 30% bleed for every 5 seconds, and just quit. Bleed for 5 seconds every 8 seconds with 200% health. Costs 180 mana. Was that so hard? Okay, Strongest Hunter. This unit applies a buff to all units with leveling tag excluding itself. And I think what that means is anyone like Beru or Egress, and I guess like leveling is like an element for this game? I don't know. Up AUTD. Yeah, Anime Universal Tower Defense. That's a thing. See? Just proved my loppingness. If unit is Shadow Knight. 40% damage. No etherealization because we don't do that, do we now? It takes too long. Otherwise, 20% damage. Yo. Like, what's the point in saying otherwise if there's already more, oh my god. The system. This unit has a level XP that allows it to get stronger, which I already explained earlier, I think. Now, on attack, oh my god, it's a bunch of ethereal. I'm not even going to deal with this passive. It literally says everything I've said, too. It's just going through the entire thing again, just less complicated, I guess. And I guess this is where I show you guys how good he is, I guess. And his VFX, and his shadows VFX, and everything nice. This is actually the part where I find out that there is no like camera mode like AV or anything, and this is where my soul shatters and I give up on everything because I'm so sad here because I can't get a good look. Look, I'm still looking around like, why haven't I realized there's nothing there? Okay, and this is about 5 years after this game put me on antidepressants because it refuses to give a good quality of life feature. Okay, well this is him just fully upgraded, I guess. Okay, so this is their amazing UI system. I think they absolutely cooked, and these are all the shadows you can summon. Some of them are a little bit bugged right now, especially with like the visual bugs going on with the UI. But overall, I actually really enjoy it, to be honest. And we got like little mages behind the tanky guys, and then you got that stupid little dragon flapping its wings around, and then you got Tank, the goat. And for some reason his feet are always in the ground, so that's a really cool feature they added. And what else? Oh, Beru's actually really cool. He does like the Kenpachi roll, you know. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the showcase, and I hope I entertained. I did my best, and enjoy.